What's up, y'all? This your girl, Miss Maggie T, with another edition of Atlanta Sports Network. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button so you won't miss another post from me. But let's go ahead and get into these updates. According to Fox Sports' Jay Glazer, he went on the Take Off podcast earlier today, and he announced that the Eagles and the Falcons were actually in trade talk negotiations for Calvin Ridley. Now, they nearly was close to finalizing on an agreement deal for the trade, but the Falcons learned about the NFL's investigation on Ridley's gambling from last season, and well, we had to back out at the last minute. Now, we couldn't really disclose the details of that investigation to the Eagles, so they were left hanging like, hey, what happened here? But later on, when the NFL announced the details of that earlier this week, Philly kind of understood, and now they are happy at how we handled the situation. But unfortunately, we don't get any type of trade value for Calvin Ridley because now he is suspended indefinitely for the 2022 season, as well as he is actually ineligible for reinstatement until at least about February 2023. As you guys know, he was placing some illegal bets on several games. When he was away from the game, as you guys know, back in October of 2021, he announced that he was stepping away from the game to handle some mental issues. We placed him on the non-football list November 5th. And later on in that month, he began betting through a 5-day span. So, 5-day span, excuse me. So, and that included actually betting for the team to win, as well as, he placed some bets on several sports as well. So that got him in a world of trouble. As you guys know, the NFL frowns upon betting, and now that got him suspended for the entire season. And that 1,500 bet cost him $11.1 million. It is what it is. But I can imagine what we was going to get for that trade with the Eagles or any other team that they might have been entertaining. But it's good to know that the Falcons, Arthur Smith and Terry, were interested in possibly getting rid of Ridley. But there's nothing we can do about that now, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and get into some other news. Well, looks like the lockout is officially over in the MLB. Major League Baseball and the MLB Players Association reached a tentative agreement on a new collective bargaining agreement earlier this morning, and that ended the league's 99-day lockout of the players. And we're going to have a 162-game season once again. Now, a dispute over an international draft did threaten some negotiations, and it did cause the league to remove from the schedule another 2 series, and that started on Wednesday. But it looks like the issues were resolved this morning, like once again, and the league delivered a full proposal to the union, which everybody voted and it was accepted on. So I'm glad that baseball is back for those that watch baseball and care. Now that means the season begins April 7th, and well, it looks like now the season will be extended for about 3 days, and the schedule will include multiple doubleheaders to make up for those lost games that we potentially have. So now, good news is the players can actually start to report to spring training as early as tomorrow, and free agency and player signings are set to resume, and it started today actually. So there are no news right now because it just all began, and it kind of gives it a little time to get some, everybody to get the word, and the phone calls begin, because now the lockout means that we can begin to negotiate with free agent Freddie Freeman. Everybody been wondering what we was going to do with him. As you guys know, he is a top prospect right about now. All types of teams are throwing their offers at him, and we're wondering if we're going to re-sign Freddie Freeman, as he helped us get to that World Series win. And now we can officially celebrate once again. And it looks like April 7th, they're going to go ahead and do a World Series pennant raising ceremony for the Braves. It's a long time coming for that. As well as now we can check on the rehabilitation of Ronald Acuna and Charlie Morton. So I'm excited to see how things are going with them. And we can kind of see some spring training, get a little baseball in soon. Now let's get into some Hawks news as well. It looks like we have made an addition. It looks like the Hawks have added guard Jeff Teague. He is now back for the third time with this organization as a scout, not a player right now. Now, of course, he came into the league about 2009. He played with the Hawks about 7 seasons. Then he returned back in 2019 through 2020. It was a trade with the Minnesota Timberwolves where he came back as a veteran backup and leader to Trae Young and other players. And he appeared in about 25 games, but of course that was short-lived. But he is now officially back, and we don't know though if Teague will be back as an NBA player anytime soon. But for now, he is having a spot as a scout with the organization, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of help he will assist with on this squad. So that being said, that's all I got as far as the news and updates. I appreciate you guys tuning in to me each and every day. Hit that subscribe button so we can get up there in the numbers. And I appreciate you guys once again. And I'm out. We are the nation. Peace.